We're here with your favorite personalities asking questions that you have sent in.
If you were to play for any team, what would it be? And there's only one right answer here.
Will they tell the truth?
Who are the two joint top scorers in World Cup appearances for Bafana Bafana?
Or will they face the fire? Welcome to Truth by Fire.
No, sharp man. No,
All right. Thank you for coming through.
no, thank you. Thank you.
I think this chat was long overdue, but thanks for coming through. So, simple. Want to ask you questions in between the conversation about football, Bafana, local football. If you get that wrong, okay, nakamullo.
Hey, I
want to concoction here, but all you have to do is answer the questions correctly.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
First and foremost, I mean, it's World Cup time. It's the biggest tournament in the world. Every player wants to play for that. But I've always been curious. How do you guys prepare, like as players, for big tournaments like that? Like, I would crumble under the pressure, bro.
Yeah, man, look, it boils down to a lot of things, you know, especially like having the proper support structure individually as a player.
Yeah.
Not only that, and the team environment, how is it, you know, collectively?
Yeah.
It's those are key things, you know, and then the tactics and everything comes right at the end. But the motivation, how much do you want it as a player? You know, how much do you want to succeed as well?
Like it sounds like it comes natural to you. Is this something that you've always known you're going to do, like football? At what point did you realize, oh, this is for me, like this is my career?
Funny enough, my mom will always tell the story, you know, that my love for football, she started to see it probably by the age of 3 years old, 4 years old. She'll always tell everyone that the only toy this child had growing up was a football. You know, and I feel like for me, that's when it started. Yeah.
Yes, 3 years old. Operation Mbappe. That's
No,
crazy.
start,
And then, like, in terms of getting in professionally, what was that journey like?
For me, it was quite simple. You know, I don't feel like I had a lot of the struggles that a lot of other players have had. You know, I mean, our journeys will never be the same.
100%.
For me, I had an opportunity. I was still playing in school, doing matric. Bloem Celtic came to watch it's called the Engine Tournament in Bloemfontein.
Hey, Engine, guys, Engine Tournament, yes.
And back then it was like under 17 tournament.
Yeah.
So Coach Ernst Middendorp and Fadlu David saw me there. And they just said I should join the first team for preseason in June. And I did, and things went well, and I ended up signing, and that's how my journey began.
That is crazy. So it came naturally easy into that, but I'm sure staying top level is just as difficult.
It's very difficult. I mean, this season that just ended now, it's been 12 seasons for me in the PSL. It's been very difficult, a lot of ups and downs, but definitely a ride worth going through for me.
Okay, I think this is a great time to kind of segue into the hot stuff. No, I'll keep it simple. The questions are going to get progressively harder. Okay. First question, the World Cup question about Bafana Bafana. Prior to the 2010 World Cup, when was the last World Cup that Bafana actually qualified to play in?
2002 in Korea, Japan.
Is that correct? 2002 is correct?
It's very correct.
Man, guys, it sounds already no.
It's very correct. Spot on.
Spot on, okay. Okay, I'll say if you know, don't you take care of one. I mean, back to this World Cup conversation. It's obviously something you work hard for as a player, something that, you know, takes a long time to achieve for many people. But what's the real challenge that goes into being a player that eventually gets selected for the national team?
It all boils down to consistency at the end of the day. You know, especially closer towards the World Cup. You can have played, we've seen it, you can have played all the qualifiers and what and help the team to qualify. But then when that time comes, maybe you are not in good form and the coach is like, there's someone else that's doing better than you.
Yeah.
So I think consistency is the biggest thing, you know, and it all boils down to that. You have to be mentally prepared, mentally ready, for the challenge.
I mean, speaking of that selection, I mean, is there also pressure from you, the players, when you feel like a national coach is not making the right selection?
Yeah, there is pressure. I mean, like as players, we are human beings and we see these things.
Yeah.
I might feel that, look, I actually deserve to be there, you know, but he sees it in another way. So it all boils down to different opinions within the footballing spaces as well. Yeah.
Sure. Like, I mean, I feel like sometimes as fans, we're not fair on, you know, players. Whenever you're vocal about certain things that you're not happy about, you feel like, I'll spoil it, you're now, you think you're the best. But I mean, there's also a very big human element of you guys. Do you think that part of you guys is very much neglected? Do we just see stars? Or, no, Tshegofatso is a star and that's all we see. We don't see the human element of it.
You know, but finally this perception that motivating so they forget that we also have feelings and we get affected by certain things. Things that we see on social media and read and what. I know it's not a good space to be in as a footballer. You try and avoid it by all means because of the negativity that is there. Sometimes it's positive, yes, it can help you, like build you, you know, build your confidence as well. But you are bound to see comments about spoiled, favoritism, you know, so these things happen, man. You just have to try and stay away from that space, honestly.
You just gave me a business idea, bro. I think I'm gonna open a business where I'm gonna create a burner account where I can respond on your behalf. When somebody comes and says something negative in your comments on Shaka screenshot, then
please do that. I think a lot of footballers, man, need people to fight for them as well. You know, it's sad. I don't even want to mention names, but I know a lot of the guys that have gone through tough times because of comments from social media and all of that. Even coaches. It's not only players, even coaches.
Even coaches as well.
So,
Okay. Okay. 2010 World Cup. Who scored the fastest goal in the 2010 World Cup?
Tough question. Yes. No clues.
No.
Fastest goal. I'm going to take a wild guess. Spain?
I hope, whatever the answer is, I hope it's wrong.
Thank you.
It's not bad, bro.
It's not bad.
It's really not bad.
Yes.
If I ever at least you're chewing for long, you're sharp for nakonyana.
No, I bet.
Yeah, it's not bad, ne? It's not bad. It's hard, like you try on. I mean, to backtrack on the conversations we had about player contracts and, you know, that kind of stuff. There's a conversation we had on the show with sports journalists, and a lot of the conversation was around players' mental health and whether or not local clubs are doing enough. Because if the local team can't take care of you in that aspect, you are never going to be fit enough to represent the national team and play at a stage that is as big as the World Cup. The question would be, are we doing enough, you know, as a local league to take care of our players mentally?
Not at all. Like, I have no doubt in saying that. But yeah, man, not at all. South African players go through a lot. Actually, professionals, whatever sporting category you're in, we just go through a lot, man. You look overseas, you had many examples of players that recently came out that they struggled with depression and all of that. And I feel like they are given that platform, you know, with them it's a lot more better. Whereas us in the country as footballers, even I'm struggling mentally and what. Social media. What's about X?
I'm not even that active on X. I don't want to lie. Like, I just stay away from it. Because it seems like people, like, they have, I don't know, for some odd reason, they they are ready to attack, Mole. And I can imagine as an athlete, it might be even worse.
On X especially, everyone is entitled to their opinions.
Yeah.
They don't care what they post.
Yeah.
They just post, man. And it's hurtful sometimes. You know, I've been in a situation where I've had to go and console a player that has been going through a lot. People are speaking about favoritism and all of that the coach has for him and all of that. Like he really struggled during that time, but I'm glad that he managed to show what he's capable of and to show that it's got nothing to do with favoritism.
Yeah.
I am there, I am chosen, because I deserve it, not because give favor or anything. Yeah.
I mean, it's great that you mentioned that. Back to this World Cup conversation. How are your feelings generally about, you know, the selection process of players and the current squad that we're sending to the World Cup?
I think, you know what people might not notice or see is the coach's plan at the end of the day. Yes, there will always be opinions. People will never be in agreement with what the coach has done. You know, there will always be a certain section that is not in agreement with the selection that he's had.
Yeah.
But immediately me, being in that footballing space, thinking the way that I think, I see, okay, Coach Unkile, there are 11 defenders. Someone will say, he's negative. We are going to defender. I see it in a different eye. Maybe he's going to play a different formation he gets there.
Yeah.
Maybe he plays with 3 at the back.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And if it's 3 centre backs at the back, you need 2 wing backs. That's already 5 players.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and to have more options, that's why he went with the number that he went with. So people will never be in agreement, you know. Not everyone will be in agreement, but I feel like the coach did his best to try and reward each and every player that has been doing well.
Yeah.
And I'm actually quite happy with the squad that he selected.
Sure. Now, again, still on World Cup, the opening game, Kiritan fixture 2010. How prepared do you think we are? You know, because, I mean, again, to your conversation about social media, there was a lot of talks about why are we playing, you know, this team and that team, you know. But again, in the powers that be came out and said it's not cheap to organize these events. But do you think we've done enough to go into this World Cup?
Given the situation that we're in, because we all know the challenges, and,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to money and all of that.
Yeah.
But given the situation that we're in, I think the coaches, whoever's organizing all of those friendlies and what, they've really tried their best, you know, in terms of preparing the team.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few things that maybe one might not agree with. Maybe this whole traveling thing, it was a bit of an issue and what. It can disturb players and what. But other than that, I know almost each and every one that's in that camp right now. You know, I know the sort of mentality that they have. They're not even bothered by that. They just want that first game to start, and I know that they're ready.
Yeah, that's actually, I think our audience needed to hear that, because I think also we're not reassured enough. I mean, I'm saying this from a fan perspective. We're not reassured enough that, you know what, Mautia sharp.
Yeah.
And in as much as, yes, we know you're raising the flag for us, but we kind of also need to know, like, like, are you good? Are you ready for this thing? You know.
But like I say, I know the sort of mentalities there.
Yeah.
They're coming from clubs where there's so much pressure for you to win each and every game that you participate in. Like it's second nature.
Yeah.
You know, it's second nature that, hey, we're playing, regardless of who we play.
Yeah.
Radlala in Mexico, in their backyard,
Yeah.
we don't care about that. We've been to Egypt to play Al Ali in their backyard.
Yeah.
No one expected us to get a result there.
Yeah.
We came back with a result, we won.
Yeah.
Sundowns did the same, for example. Chiefs went out in Africa as well and played CAF. They did well, you know. In terms of mentality. So I'm not really worried about everything that has been said, you know, outside, like on social media and what. I know the guys they're ready.
Okay. Hey, trivia time again. Who are the 2 joint top scorers in World Cup appearances for Bafana Bafana?
Yo, for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah, in World Cup appearances.
Oh,
You just have to give me the names. You don't need to give me the goals, the amount of goals they've scored.
Did Benny score in the World Cup?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I would say maybe Masinga.
Okay.
One. Oof, the second one. Aish. Sean Bartlett, Benny McCarthy.
So, Benny McCarthy and Masinga is your answer. And you had the answer, bro. You said Sean Bartlett and Benny. That's the answer.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why I said
Plus, I want to encourage you.
Leone.
Look, we can't talk football and not talk about what your wishes as a player are for the development of football in South Africa, because again, it's a big time for football. Everything is almost in preparation of a stage like a World Cup. Are there any elements of like our local football that you think really needs attention?
One right off the top of my head. One right off the top of my head would be, I think, school football, man. School football in the country, it's not what it used to be. Like Kibua, like in my times, you would find a lot of players immediately from school, they get thrown in the deep end and they are ready to play in the PSL, you know? But now not so much. And I don't know exactly what is the reason why. Maybe there are not enough school tournaments, you know, to help with that. I get sure, but I think school football right off the top of my head is not what it used to be. Even development football, you know, these clubs that have your under 15s, under 17s, under 19s. I don't feel like enough is being done. I think that is one area that needs to be looked at.
Okay. Okay. No, interesting. And World Cup again. I'm throwing you in between local chats and World Cup. World Cup. Do you see any dark horses? Obviously, Bafana is our main dark horse. We want to see Bafana go out there. But do you think there's any other teams out there that might be a problem for us in terms of that dark horse pedestal?
Dark horses. Bafana will be one. People have written off Belgium.
Yeah, they haven't been. They haven't. They sharp for a while now. Yeah.
I know, and people are under the conception that Belgium is past the golden generation. It's done. It's over. You know, but I still think that they can pull a few surprises throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
So Belgium would be one, Bafana would be the other, Japan would be, I think,
Japan,
a very dark horse.
Japan, I can believe.
Japan are a very strong nation when it comes to football.
Yeah.
There were a lot of surprises in their selection for the national team as well, for their World Cup squad, but it goes to show the quality is there, the talent is there.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
You know, I believe that we can go far with this tournament. So good luck to the boys. We now have to jump into a segment called Fact Check.
Okay.
We've searched a couple of facts for you on the internet, and you have to tell us if this is true or false.
Okay.
You know? Okay. You hit a career high 16 league goal season, splitting your clinical form between Moroka Swallows and Orlando Pirates.
True.
Is that true?
That is very true.
Okay.
In the first half of the season, I think I scored about 6 goals for Swallows, if I'm not mistaken. And then in the second half, when I went back to Pirates, that's when I scored 10 in the league.
Okay.
Finished on 16 in the league.
This one I know the answer to this one, but I'll ask it anyway for everybody at home.
I hope I know it.
You scored a 15-minute hat trick for Orlando Pirates against Maruma Gallants.
15 minutes? Yes. It's true. It's true. I think it was a 7-1 game.
Yeah.
7-1,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember sending you the boots and go Instagram. I should have brought them here.
Please, I've been waiting for that.
No, but anyway, final thoughts or final messages to the boys who are going to represent us in the World Cup?
One thing I'd just like to say to them is that you know, there'll be a lot of noise, especially here within the country. A lot of negativity that is being spread about who's selected and what. To hell with that. Don't even think of that, guys. Just go out there. You know how tough the journey has been for you guys, you know, in terms of qualifying and what. It hasn't been easy, and people never believed. But you've made an entire nation to believe. So this is the time to put on that jersey with pride, go out there and fight for your country. And we'll always be proud of you. That's one thing I can assure you
of. Before I let you go, there's a question I've always wanted to ask you, bro. If you were to play for any team in the Premier League, what would it be? And there's only one right answer here, but it's fine.
And you know which
It's
club
over.
it is. It's Man United.
Thank you, my God.
It's
Brother.
Man United, definitely.
Thank you very much for coming through.
No,
It's been great having you here, and we look forward to seeing more of you, bro.
Thank you. Lompolele ka moloa. No, man, but thank you for having me. You know, it's really a blessing. It's really an honor to be here. You know, to be recognized as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No, shout out. And that is it for Truth by Fire.